specifically with anemia. And then a year later, once I was diagnosed, my stomach pain increased. And I noticed it with eating any foods, even drinking any liquids, water even. So I found that I was specifically really sensitive to gluten, but then over the course of the years that I've been sick, that's kind of faded. And so now it's kind of just random foods, honestly. For 2 years, I was pretty symptom-free, but in the past, I would say month and a half or two, my symptoms have picked back up again. The greatest being my stomach pain. That's always been the hardest symptom for me, is being in constant pain after I eat. But it's honestly, for 6 years, I didn't go a day without being in pain. So I don't know, it's sporadic, but pretty consistent on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you. And you heard our discussion about the workup that's performed. Could you tell us what kind of workup that you had prior to your diagnosis with EGID?
Yeah, so I started my journey at Children's in the hematology department, and they kind of figured out that I was bleeding, but they didn't know where I was bleeding from, so they sent me to GI. And I had a colonoscopy and an endoscopy done, and they found the eosinophils in my stomach tissue. And then I just had labs and all that done too.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your experience. And we look forward to hearing more from you during our next session. So I'd like to change gears, if we can, to our next question. And this is for Dr. Taylor.